What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel.
It's the beginning of the month. Can you believe it? I don't think we can. We brought Becky in for a little cameo because a couple of people have been asking about him, saying that they haven't seen him for a little while, so we thought we'd bring his little face up on camera. We did disturb him, like he's been laid in the suitcase because he wants to come on holiday too.
Come on holiday, son. Come on holiday, son. He gave us a little scare the other day. We were a bit worried. Thought we'd lost him, but he's fine. He just needs to stop eating things that he shouldn't. Gone then.
Exactly. He's off. So...
here we go!
Welcome back, everyone, and to my list to begin with, which feels very, very weird doing this considering we only did June's like a week ago or something. Yeah. So, yeah, really strange, but hopefully now we can try and keep a little bit more on top of it. We're not going to promise the first of the month every month because sometimes, you know, real life gets in the way, but we'll try and keep it as close to the beginning as possible. I am really looking forward to doing it now because a bit like last time when I really wanted to talk about July's because I played them in June, whereas now it is literally only
just
that
July,
month. So
no August in there.
Yeah, so it'll make things a little bit better. But yeah, before the juicy stuff, thank you so much to my patrons and channel members who without none of this would be possible. So thank you so much, guys. It means the world. On with the stats then. So 721 trophy level, 19,223 total trophies with 503 platinums. It does look like that number hasn't changed, that I haven't got a platinum, but of course when we read the stats out on June's,
so far
I had topped the platinum in July, so technically I have had one, and there's one I can talk about. Gold trophies 3,357, silver trophies 4,353, and 11,010 bronze. Games played then 577, 476 completed to 100%. It does look like we've gone backwards a little bit just because of the, you know, the sheer number of new things I've started recently. A few games like Avatar have added DLC and what have you as well, so that has brought my completion rate down to 94.97. I think it did get to about 95.4, that was at its highest, and because of where the unearned trophies are now, I'm not going to start anything new until, you know, we maybe bring that under 1,000 and
700
to 7. Yeah, I doubt that's gonna be a while. I'll need to start something new in between there, otherwise I'll go mad. But I think what I'm going to probably do is get it so far under that I could start a new game and it's not going to go over 1,000. So maybe try and get it to 900, maybe.
You tell me I'm not allowed to start new games, and then you're like, new game, new game, new game, new game. Constantly.
It's probably because you've got more unfinished ones than me already, and you've only got about 60 games on your profile.
Well, because I haven't got more infinite food, that wouldn't make sense because you've got 101.
Oh well, yeah, at least I finished mine though. You just leave them forever.
You've got 101 that I've finished.
I've been playing for 10 years.
Got 101 that I've finished, so
Anyway.
don't tell me you finish it.
Anyway, to be fair, I was doing quite well. I got it to like 94 unfinished games. I'd obviously set that target in my mind with Rob where I wanted to try and get it to 75 by the end of the year. That's probably not going to happen. But I want to try and get it to somewhere in the 80s. A lot of the games, they're not a million mile away from being finished, and there's so many games I've got that have just got one trophy and things. Yeah, we can
got some grinding to do.
Got some grinding, some peggling. No peggling you have.
No, I've got peggling. You don't have peggling.
Yeah, I'm very jealous.
You and Paul peggled it all out.
Yeah, we peggled all night, didn't we, and got it done. Got that job done, like true bros that we are. Peggle bro. Right. So, unearned trophies 1,116 with 5.41 trophies per day, 11,211 views, and some world and country ranks, which is just.
And then views are potentially going to go up with this full house card.
Yes,
game.
From what it was Josh that had mentioned it, wasn't it, yesterday? Yeah. So for anyone who isn't in the Discord or they're not familiar with what's going on, I've mentioned it, I think, a little bit on the videos. We're doing a new challenge at the moment called Full House, which is effectively
bingo.
Bingo card, 16 squares with different platinum. This type of game, that type of game.
100% some of them.
100% some of them. There's loads of different challenges anyway, and we're obviously giving badges away for people who can complete them. There is some prize money at the end now, which is increased.
Yes,
because of some incredible people in the server. Initially it started, I believe, at around 20.
It was 10. And it was 20.
And of the currency that wherever you are, and then some amazing people have added to that. So I think it's up to like 40 now. Who knows where it might
and
be?
And it's not sure exactly how it's going to get split. If it's just the first person, I'm not 100% on what was agreed.
Craig did just say it was just if you can like smash all the cards out. But yeah, it's really good. And what's interesting about this month's card, which is what we mentioned with the people looking at profiles. The first two, me and Craig, have just sat together and thought of ideas for squares, where this time we've asked the mod and admin team to pick 2 each. So from the 8 of us, which would make the 16 squares, pick 2 random things to put on there. So as well as completing the card as normal, we've added something just for a bit of fun, get a bit of chatter going, where people can guess who they think has chosen which square.
Clearly I've chosen this, what is it, sub 2%? I mean, clearly it's not me. I don't even know what it is.
Complete a game with a sub 2% rarity. Some of them, I think it's different because I know the answers, but I feel like it's quite, if you've been listening to what people say and you've kind of followed along with what people do, what they play, I think a lot of them are quite easy to get. But then there are a couple of curveballs in there. So I don't know how it's working exactly, but I think Stephen's given everyone 1 guess.
No, 2 guesses a day.
2 guesses a day, is it right?
2 guesses a day, yeah.
And if you get it wrong, he's not saying which squares you got right, which were wrong. It is just yes or no. And the first person to guess all 16 squares one day gets a badge.
And someone's guessed 9 right, but he's not telling you which ones you got right.
Yeah, so it's an interesting one. It's just for a little bit of fun, but yeah, the mod and admin team have picked them this month, which I think is very, very cool. Hopefully I can get a bit more involved in the squares because of what I've been playing, which has been quite long. I've only really cleaned off a little bit of card 1 with Immortals, which we're going to talk about. But yeah, enough blabbering, enough waffling. Let's get on with the games, because I've actually got a few to talk about this time.
Power wash.
So, great way to start. Yeah, there's not much more I can really add or say about this. You all know how much I love Power Wash Simulator. They added the Alice DLC, which might be enough now to get you on the bandwagon with this game. Yeah, Becky's a huge Alice in Wonderland fan. It's her favourite character. So yeah, you were quite excited when I showed you the little trailer of it. But it was really good. It wasn't as complicated as like the Warhammer one. The levels, there's a lot of flat surfaces where you can just go over quite quick, where like the Warhammer one, some difficult vehicles and like mechs where there's just loads of little nooks and crannies to get into, and some of them took quite a long time, where this didn't seem all that bad. They'll probably add more DLC. I'll be there day 1 to get it and do some more power washing. I do love some peggling and some power washing at the same time.
Because you miss both of them.
Yeah. Hell Let Loose, there's not much to say on this one. Bit of a slow burn every now and again. I'll jump in and get a trophy or 2. I did get an ultra rare, and then another one I'd been trying for ages and it just wouldn't pop.
Oh, ultra rare friends.
Ultra rare friends.
You haven't done that in ages.
I haven't, to be fair. But yeah, it's there's so much going on with the DLC. We.
You've gone from we to I. Rude.
Did
Sorry,
I?
Carry on.
Did we? Did I? So every now and again what I'll do is, if I'm doing like some cleaning around the flat and things, I'll just leave it run, because there's quite a few trophies tied to play on this map 5 times, win this type of game mode. More than you, yeah. So I'll often just leave it on, but you can get kicked for being idle, so every now and again I do just nip back and move my character. So yeah, I'm just kind of doing that. It's hard to sit and play it properly because the game modes are so long. For anyone who hasn't played it, it's like 30 minutes, an hour, and an hour 30-minute style matches, unless someone can win them straight away by like conquering an area. But yeah, it takes a long time, so it's just one of those that are left on in the background. This then brings me to my only platinum of July, which was Immortals Phoenix Rising, which, may I say, is severely underrated in my opinion. It's pretty much if Breath of the Wild and Assassin's Creed Odyssey had a baby. That's what you can expect from this. They've definitely ripped off a few other games in terms of the mechanics used, but honestly, show the cup. It's on both sides, isn't it? Cat mum and cat dad.
Sorry, carry on.
It's I need a coffee after a long day. We've been all over the place. We wanted to record this earlier, but we've had to go and pick up our currency for America, and somebody, this person right here, lost our tickets.
No, they're so safe that I can't find them.
I really did expect us to get them reprinted though, walking, and they'll just be sat there in the most obvious place.
I know.
We probably will find them, but yeah, Becky's put them somewhere so safe we couldn't find them. Thankfully, they're not like a pure hard copy of something that Disney sends you, and then you're a bit screwed. We could just go back to TUI and...
Poor Nicola at TUI's like, it's a good job I like you.
Yeah. Reprinted them for us, but we've got everything now. It's all safe. But yeah, we seen family and things while we were out, and obviously we had a few drinks, didn't we, yesterday? So we were a bit tired, and
so we've had a Chinese to pump us up ready.
Yeah, a bit bloated like, but yeah, we had a Chinese. Well, mine's not really a Chinese because I'm such a fussy eater. Literally egg fried rice, curry, chips, and chicken balls.
But technically, though, most dishes in a English Chinese restaurant aren't actual Chinese food. It's not what they would actually eat.
Yeah, that's
it's
fair.
just because it's a British Chinese and they cater to our horrendous palates.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Mine specifically. But back to Immortal. I think.
Sorry.
Talking about Chinese food and Florida, which I don't think we've mentioned, have we? I don't think anyone realises that we're going. Florida. We're very excited, as you can imagine. We're flying a couple of days, so good times. But yeah, Phoenix Rising was really superb. Actually bought it and its DLC when it first came out. I spent 90 quid on this game, and I just, for some reason, I honestly don't know, it's a few years ago now, but I just didn't play it straight away, and it just sat there in my library. But I finally got around to it, and I'm so glad that I played it. I think it's super fun. The combat is brilliant. Some really great mechanics, puzzles. And I like mythology anyway, whether it be Greek, Egyptian, lore, or whether it be Norse, anything like that, stuff around gods and what have you. I do find it really interesting, but what made this so good is it wasn't just the usual tales, the usual stories. It had a very light-hearted, fun element about it. It was quite jokey. Anyway, jokish. The banter between...
Bants.
Yeah, the bants between like Zeus and Prometheus when they were almost like narrating the story of Phoenix and just some of
how it starts when he's stuck in the... Like it is on actual Hercules when Zeus is getting stuck. It was like that, isn't it?
Yeah, and then even just meeting like, Athena and Aphrodite and stuff. It's the interactions. It's not how... I don't know what they were like or how they would be like, but definitely not like they are in this game. It's just very funny and quirky, and like I say, the game's so colourful and vibrant and beautiful. I do highly recommend that you go and play it. I did start the DLC. I haven't had any, well, I lie, I've had one trophy. It actually gives you it during the main game because I think it's almost like a tease. So
that's what it did with House Flipper.
Yeah, so it's like making you want to go and be like, oh, what are these trials? Let's go and get the DLC. It is just more trials and puzzles so far. Yeah. There's not so much of a story with it, but completionist, right? I need that 100%. I probably would have had it done if I didn't have all these other games as a distraction, but we'll get there. Jumped into Astros for the Hidden Robots trophies. I was just going to leave it till they were all out, and then me and Craig were talking about it, and I was just like, let's just go and get a couple of trophies today and add to what we were already doing at the time. So I'll probably just go in each month and grab them.
I need to do it. I haven't started it yet.
Yeah. Tetrobot & Co. So this was a game that was given to me by Stephen a long while ago now, whenever the birthday badge was created, because obviously I give him my birthday. This was the game that was rolled for me. I'd never heard of it. But I thought, now's the time. you know, the badges have sort of got my interest back
I
again.
need 100%.
I think while I was playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is something I've never mentioned before either, my interest was removed from everything else.
Yeah.
Badges, just platinums in general, like you know, the YouTube stuff. I literally had no other, apart from Your Beautiful Self. I literally didn't care about, and I get that didn't save me. I literally didn't care about anything else, and because it was over a couple of months, it's taken me a little bit to gain some traction with these things again. But I feel like I'm finally back in. Tetrabot's quite cool little puzzle game. I don't know how to explain it. A 2D puzzler. All you actually do is click where you want your little robot to go, but there's a lot of hazards, and you're having to get around things and then go back on yourself and spit blocks at like traps to block them from shooting you, and it's actually really cool. And again, I'll get the birthday badge, and I do need games that are just 100% no platinum anyway for a separate badge, so it works towards two things. But yeah, I will have that done soon. I should have just done it in one sitting. It's only 6 hours or something, a bit less with a guide.
Yeah.
With a guide, it's like 2-3 out of 10. Without a guide, maybe a 6 or a 7. Some of the levels that I'm onto now, they're horrendous.
Really?
Like, I don't know how you would figure it out without looking at what someone else has done. But yeah, moving out, we started.
It was meant to be finished.
Oh, so you could talk about...
I wanted to have the platinum by today, but obviously by yesterday, so I could talk about it in July's. And somebody chose to do other things.
Well, let's look at it in a more positive light. It's such a short game. When we get back from Florida, and you've not got much of the month left to get any platinums in August, we could come back and just chill and finish this.
True.
The only downside to this is the second player doesn't get the trophies.
Yeah.
So what we're basically doing is we're playing together on Becky's console, because anytime we play co-op, I always seem to take priority, don't I, and do it on mine. Although, have we even played a game where that's happened and you've had to play it again? Normally there've been games
well, Sackboy, there was some that I didn't get.
Yeah, and you just had
There
to
was a
do a
few,
little bit at the end. So we thought we'd do it on yours this time, and then any trophies that we pop, I'm just playing it again solo on my days off and just catching back up to the same point.
And he's doing that because I already have to play Sackboy again after my mess up with which one I selected when we played with James and Amy, and I have to play Final Fantasy VII Remake again.
Couple of mistakes, haven't you, with
because
doing
of James and Amy again.
doing different stacks. But yeah, we'll just keep doing that every time we play on yours. I'll do a bit of mine on my day off, and we'll work it until we can quickly pop the platinum for you, and then just jump on mine and do the same, and then we can both post it. But yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
I love it.
We're playing with the assist stuff on just because we wanted to have a laugh and have some fun. I think we
not get too frustrated.
I think we needed a game like that.
Honestly, all we've done is laugh. We're a really good team. I will put it out there.
Do you know the most fun of those levels is
the challenges, the arcade ones where we have the sofa and you have to go around.
You're on like this very narrow pathway, and you have to both carry this sofa down, and you're like hanging off the side of it on the sofa like this. And then I'd like drag you up, and then I'd fall off the other side, and just hanging on for dear life. It was really good. It was really good. But yeah, we're doing good with it. Excuse me. We are doing really good with it. I think, if I remember rightly, we've done about 10 levels, and there's 30, so a third of the way through. So we haven't played that long, have we? So
no.
It shouldn't take very, very long.
Yeah.
The next one, Kung Fu Panda, Showdown of Legendary Legends. So, as I've mentioned quite a fair bit, I was looking for games to go into my trophy cabinet, as I want to try and fill it up with all sub 1%. So I think it'll just look pretty
I'm
sexy.
shocked though, because obviously Kung Fu Panda is a kids' film, so it's clearly technically meant to be a kids' game.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's hard.
I don't know if it's so much difficult. It's more the grind. So, don't get me wrong. What me and Craig have just finished is you've got to do the Tournament of Legends, or whatever it's called, with all 20 characters, and it's like a 10 match gauntlet of different things. Sometimes a 1-on-1, sometimes a 1v2, a 1v3 in round 8, which is quite hard. And then in between there's other modes, one where you've got to get a crown and then you basically wear it and the seconds count up that you've held it for.
Right.
And they have to hit you to take it off you, and then the time builds up for them. Whoever's held it the longest at the end wins.
Right.
There's one where you punch people and bread comes out of them, and the one who picks up the most bread at the end wins. Yeah, crazy. It's your worst nightmare. But there's some other modes, but ultimately it's just 10 rounds of that, and that's a little tricky, which is probably what gives it the 4 out of 10 difficulty. Yeah. After that, it is literally just a case of grinding the online. If you were going to do this legitimately, it could take you 100 hours. A long time, because you're not always going to win your modes, whereas there is a bit of a boosted method where me and Craig just find each other in a game. He leaves instantly, I get max points for winning a game and him leaving, then we invite each other again. It's not quick. We're probably going to have to spend about 10 to 15 hours each, so either 20-30 hours before we get the platinum of just jumping into a game.
So is this another invite bud? Invite bud,
yeah, it's one of them, which will give me a 0.78, which will be really, really nice. It might tick up a tiny bit with me and Craig popping it, depending on its player base and everything. But
I bet you though that it's all that way down because there's so many kids
that
have this game, because it's a kids film, and obviously they're not going to get the platinums, are they?
It was free on PS Plus quite a few years ago. I think it's delisted now. Can't get the game anymore either. Right. So it's not like that rarity is going to change all that much as well, because no one new can ever play it again unless you already have it. And like me, you're just deciding to play it now. But yeah, hopefully we'll have that done. It might still take a couple of months because we play on a Tuesday and
it's their boyfriend time.
It's date days, isn't it, for gaming. We'll probably do a little bit of maybe an hour or two and then do something else that we generally have on the go as well. So we're not going to just sit all day and do it. We're not that obsessed, but we will get it eventually. F1 24, just more of the same with this one, just like all the other Formula 1 entries. I do feel like, again, it keeps getting better in terms of the handling and the gameplay. Trophies are a little bit awkward. Not as difficult as last year with the Elite Trophy, but there's some real RNG stuff online with the fan zones. Nobody could quite figure out what the requirements were.
Right.
I was under the impression that I had them, no trophies popped, and it looks like it's achieved from a different way entirely, which it's not, the trophy description isn't worded correctly. I've also got 2 bug trophies as well. Oh. So there's a sticker book compendium, so after certain races you'll get stickers and you can put them in, and there's 2, one for getting 30 stickers in the champions category. So if you imagine you had like a football sticker, there's a section at the back called the champions, anyone who's won a world championship. So you got Hamilton in there, Verstappen and so on and so forth.
Is it not just full of Verstappens?
He's only won a couple, he's not hopefully that stops because I'm sick of seeing him winning. It's actually nice watching F1 again at the minute because you're getting so many different winners. The front runners, it's very, very competitive, proper racing, rather than Max being like 30 seconds ahead of everyone. And the excitement stuff is who comes second, which is crazy. But yeah, so there's a trophy for getting 30 stickers in the champions category and 100 stickers across the entire collection. I've done both. I've got like 105 overall and about 38, and neither trophy has popped. I've looked at some of the pages on PSMP and a few people have said they've had to get like 111 stickers before theirs popped. Some people have said they're still earning them now, 120 and still nothing. Wow. So it's a little bit annoying. And then I've just got a couple of career modes and stuff, which is just a matter of when rather than if.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way the seasons work, they last for 50 days, so I'm going to have to wait another 50 days now to even stand a chance of getting the platinum, which is annoying. I've just noticed though, because up until recently nobody had achieved it yet, and it's now 0.06, so at least I know someone is getting it, which is good. I'll quickly mention Neo 2 because that one's going to take a second. Literally got 1 trophy on it for the first time in a couple of months. Obviously, my two pals who I play with, they've been otherwise occupied, watching the Euros and stuff like that. We just keep like ships in the night sort of thing.
And this is why Moving Out 2 didn't get finished, because I got pied.
Moving Out 2?
Yeah,
I haven't played that one yet.
It's because we bought it. This is why Moving Out isn't finished, because I got dumped. We were meant to have a full day in the sofa fort, playing Moving Out, and I got dumped for Neo 2.
You didn't get. We're about to spend 2 weeks together, and
but I wanted to play Moving Out. So
what?
we're never going to play.
Right.
No. The agreement was.
What about when I want to play Gotham Knights and
the agreement was Moving Out first.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. We literally made an agreement. Why are you lying for?
Why lying for?
So if you finish Moving Out, then I'll start playing it. But until you finish it, I ain't playing it.
Anyway, right. Yeah, so we got one trophy, and whilst we're on that, there would have been a couple more trophies, because we're on the last story mission of the game, so it would have been sit in all spars, get all Kadamas, get all soul cores, get all of this, get all of that. There would have been loads of trophies there, the story related trophy. And my PS5 switched off right at the end of the mission. It did it the night before, so I played the night before just with Paul, but we didn't progress the game because we all wanted to, me, him and Gibbs wanted to finish the story together. So we were just grinding some side missions, and it went off then as well. It did it last summer. You guys might remember me saying just the flat gets so warm that it's overheating when it's always
fine.
It's always when I have it on the stand and it's stood up.
The screw that you screw obviously at the bottom of it,
couldn't take
it was so hot.
Yeah, I couldn't take it out. It was that hot. So I think moving forward, because I don't want it to. I mean, thankfully so far, I just need to leave it a couple of minutes, and then once it's cooled off a bit, it lets you switch it back on.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be one of those where I just keep pushing my luck and it explodes one day, because I'd obviously be devastated and certainly couldn't afford another one. So I've got it flat at the minute. If it gets too hot, I'm often just taking the top plate off, just so it can breathe a little bit more.
You and your speaking hands need to stay away from my face.
So yeah, it went off right at the end of the mission, but we did get one of the trophies, because part way through was the hot spring. I said a spa, didn't I? Just going for a spa day, and they go, yeah, the hot spring that you sit in and you can regen your health. We got that one, and then my game decided to go off when we were like one Kadama away and 1 7 spear away.
He was actually stood at the Kadama, wasn't he?
Yeah, Gibbs had found it, and he was like, oh, it's over here, and then it went off. Gibbs couldn't pick it up because me as the host has been kicked out, so he was trying to press it and it just wouldn't let him, and then it kicked them out eventually. But yeah, I'm hoping that as the PS5 is now, it'll be fine, and we'll get back on it probably after holiday now and
after Moving Out's finished.
Yeah, and get it finished. And then the last game, which I did mention a little bit on a previous video, because then someone commented saying that that's high praise. It might be a hot take to some, because, you know, I do understand that this style of game isn't for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for me.
But I honestly believe that this is the best Marvel game that has ever been made. Better than Spider-Man 2, better than anything else. It is so good and it has so much to offer. So when I first seen gameplay of it, and I love strategy and turn-based, keep losing my voice. I love strategy, turn-based stuff, but I only ever really seen the card game side of it. And then I knew it was for Axis, who made XCOM, and I was just like, even though it's Marvel, I'm not sure. But I decided to give it a go, and I didn't look into the game that much. I didn't realise you had all these flashy cutscenes in between the missions and an in-depth story. I didn't realise you had your Abbey, which is your home base, which had its full exploration.
It, right?
You can
it has what? Exploration?
Exploration?
That's not what you said.
Did I not? Full. I think it's because I was going to say something else just after, and I got all confused. I had like a seizure halfway through saying exploration. So you've got the full Abbey grounds to explore, and there's puzzles and chests and mysteries to figure out. It's got superhero friend simulator to play. So literally, you know, every one of the characters, as the story progresses and you recruit them, you can do little hangouts with them and chat with them and spar with them and do all these things, and they've got a friendship level which unlocks passives for each of the heroes in combat. It ticks off so many different boxes, and it is honestly unbelievable. For anyone who's thinking about playing it and they were maybe put off because of the the card.
To be fair, it's not. It was all right doing the card thing. It was all right. It's just not my cup of tea, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Okay, and obviously we know what I'm like.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was a bad way of doing it, and the rest of the game looked really cool because I've watched you play a few bits.
Yeah,
of that.
it's really good. The character I've created is proper sexy as well. The hunter. Sorry, I just like to get a reaction out of you.
I've got a fodder on my own,
Right.
just everyone knows.
But no, if there's any advice I can give to you, buy the DLC before you start it. The game does an incredible job of integrating the DLC characters and the DLC story within the main plot. It's not one of those games where you've got to complete it and the DLC content is post story. It kind of all happens within the main game, and I just think it would be weird playing the main game, getting the DLC after you.
That's how much I really like that game.
I think it would be weird playing the whole of Midnight Suns and then doing the DLC after. I don't know, it's just, and it's a lot better having the DLC characters there. The Abbey feels more alive, because within the DLC you've got Deadpool, which we know what kind of personality he's bringing. You know, Venom, you've got Storm and Morbius as well. So it just adds another dynamic having those characters in the mix with everybody else. But yeah, the character interactions are unbelievable. I didn't think I was ever going to get a game where you'd have a team up of like Blade and Nico Minoru, which is a very like unique and not well known. You yawning when I'm breaking it down again. She loves it. It has been a long day. But yeah, some of the, you know, Magic and Scarlet Witch, and you know, Iron Man and Ghost Rider and Storm. Yeah, her abilities are really good. But it's such a cool game, and yeah, you pick your cards in battle, and then there's like some flashy animation when they do the moves when you've completed the battle. You know, like I said, there's these flashy cutscenes and things which are often really, really good. But honestly, go and play it, get the DLC. And as you can see, I don't have the platinum, but I've got 58 of the 72 trophies, and it's because you'll earn the DLC trophies as you go. The only trophy you'll not have by the end of it is you've got to do a light and dark balance playthrough. So you do get dialogue options throughout, and you can be nice or you can be a bit of a douche. And you know, we obviously play nice first, and then just race through it the second time, picking all of the horrible options. But I'm actually very, very close to about another 8 trophies, probably half an hour away. I won't say who, but the next mission is going to unlock a character. I'm actually only 2 missions off the end, but you get one of the characters literally the second, like on the last mission. But a lot of the trophies are tied to do this with every character, buy one of this with every character, and you can't get those trophies till you get the last character. So they should just be pinging left, right and centre very soon, and then just do the dark playthrough. Someone said online about 10 hours if you rush it. You can get your dark level up that high in about 10 hours, but it's honestly a phenomenal game. Go and play it. Oh, I felt like I haven't come up for air, you know, like I've had a right good old waffle. But no, that's my July. I felt like even though it was only 1 platinum, it was quite a productive one, especially with like, you know, what I've done on F1 and Midnight Suns and Kung Fu Panda Grind and things, and we've played Moving Out. Been great. Really, really enjoyed my July. August will be pretty quiet, won't it? We'll try and squeeze a little bit in when I get back, but it might not be anything too major, I don't think. But yeah, that's my list anyway. And yeah, let's jump over to Becky's.
Right, here we are, and I actually love my little banner at the minute.
It's pretty cool, actually.
That looks so cool.
I'm a big fan.
Obviously we'll come on to what game that banner is from. Some of you will be able to see it already.
About the banner, not to take over your section, but did you know that you can choose your own on that rather than...
we've had this conversation on camera before.
Have we?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Because if you ever find one that you really like, you can choose for it to be that all the time.
Because yours is platinum jungles all the time.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Right, okay. So, we're at level 306, smidgen away from 307.
Very close.
1,831 trophies altogether, 43 platinums, 274 gold, 392 silver, and 1,122 bronze. 73 games played, 40 completed, 71.13% completion, which has gone up because it was 69.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
791 unearned trophies. I mean, we just actually having a discussion about that just before, because obviously we set it all up before we started talking. Most of that is in, sorry, I'm feeling run down. Most of that is in Kingdom Hearts and LNY.
Yeah,
Kingdom Hearts specifically, a lot of them will be in there.
There's probably some others, because you've got like Horizon Forbidden West that you started, and they've added DLC and things even. So there's probably a load from those, isn't there?
So we're at 2.83 trophies per day, 700 views, and some little green going on there in the world and country.
On the up.
And I actually have things to talk about this month.
You certainly do.
I know it doesn't look like much. There's only 5 things we need to talk about, but I actually have platinums. Check me out.
It's nice to see you going and clean some stuff up that day, yeah.
So I start off with 2 Point Campus, which we got when we were in... We were with Craig, no. We went when we were at the Metro Centre with Craig.
Oh, of course, that was, it's because we were with Craig. I pictured Birmingham straight away.
So, obviously, I'd started 2 Point Hospital, and it's a massive grind. Like, it is very long, and it is more, the difficulty's higher. I think it's a 5.
Yeah.
2 Point Hospital, and then somebody had said when we spoke about 2 Point Hospital in a video that 2 Point Campus is easier, so I went meh, might as well. It was £16 for that and a couple of extra things that came with it, so I was like, why not? So started it off. It is really fun, to be fair. Currently doing night school.
Night school?
Dragons, fighting, jousting.
Okay.
Knights. Knights. Yeah, school.
I'll have to give them a try at some point.
Yeah.
I've got some other similar type game. I know it's not the same, but I need to play Jurassic World Evolution before I'd do something like this.
You do.
I know it's not the same, it's dinosaurs, but you know what I mean, the whole top-down management type sim.
Yeah.
Once I've done that, I'll maybe give one of these a try, because they do look really good from what I've seen of you playing.
Yeah, I enjoy them. I love them. I loved Sims and... What is it actually called, the hospital game? What was it called?
Theme Hospital.
Yeah, Theme Hospital and Theme Park.
I used to love Theme Hospital. I used to come in with the big heads, and then they get popped.
My favourite one is they come in covered in like gerbils or something. You've got a big magnet that pulls all the gerbils off them or something.
So cool.
So funny. Anyway, so they're moving out. I think it looks like I've got like a little bit more percentage than you.
Was I only... No, it's exactly the same.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, no, in my mind I was thinking, I was on 9%, but no, it was 9 trophies.
That's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
But so obviously you've already spoken about that. I don't need to, but absolutely loving it. Perfect Angle, bane of my existence.
Yeah, 5 months.
No, sorry. It's not anywhere near as bad as Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I don't know why you hate that so much, it's good.
It's not. The story's horrendous. There's only one good part to the story.
I think
one small part that's good to the story.
I think for me, and I've said it loads, I think it's the whole just immersing myself in just a typical.
I'd rather do that in real life.
English village.
I could do that in real life.
Just mooching about. It's not, we don't have enough games set in
England. I can do that in real life.
You absolutely can, but there's a lot of things you can do in real life that we choose to do in a video game.
What? Go and fight mechanical dinosaurs?
I can do that. But no, I think that's what it's just nice and just chilled and walking around, going in English pubs and around the green, and it's all right. I don't think it's as bad as you say it is. Anyway.
No, it is. No, anyway, back to this. So Perfect Angle, like I really enjoyed it to begin with. I really love puzzles. That's why you told me to play it. Like I'm proper. I just love like the how you think, how you have to think about things, and really enjoy it. But for me, you can't make a puzzle game that doesn't have any indication what you're looking for at all. Like, the story was bizarre.
Yeah.
Like, you never knew. So, the basis of it is this guy's trying to tell you a story that you've got to tell his daughter. about his life. So he's telling you about his life, and you have to find objects that are linked to different parts of his life, but you've got no indication about what it's going to be about, so you don't know what you're looking for. Like, there was one and we were like, oh, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, it's going to be this, and then we looked and we were like, it's a completely different thing. We wouldn't have guessed it.
Some levels you can turn the camera around enough where you'll find what it looks like it could be, and they're okay, but then there's some levels where you've got missiles that you can knock down certain objects to then create a shape.
The water levels ones.
Yeah, and somewhere you've got to like raise the water and it'll move all the objects closer. But you'd never know where the water level needed to be, what the shape is.
So I just feel like you had to use a guide.
Yeah.
Because you would not have got them all without it.
I don't think the rarity tells you the true story, and that's
because everyone uses a guide.
Everyone uses a guide.
Because what else can you do? Like,
without it, it'd probably be 30% or something.
And this is so the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I did really enjoy the story. Like, it was pretty cool. But again, I don't agree with games where if you don't use a guide, you're either never going to finish it or it's going to take you a ridiculous amount of hours.
Yeah.
Which is not reflected in the actual game.
I'm not saying we want our handheld.
No, but like a little,
you need something just
one
to give you a little bit of a
like
nudge somewhere.
Like one of them, we thought it was wedding rings, and it was a pair of handcuffs. But there was no. So then the next one is like, right, so it's just done handcuffs. So then you're thinking, right, it's a prison. So I need to think of what things can I link to a prison. No. He was in his office. He was just getting arrested. So the other stuff was linked to the stuff that was in his office, and he was a scientist. So the handcuffs didn't link to any of those things.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. I don't think it was as well thought out as it could have been. Like, I didn't want them to tell me what the answer was, because what would be the point in that? And yes, there was hints, but the hint was more. I don't know. They just weren't very good hints either. I didn't think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could have been done better. Anyway, so Spyro the Dragon, nostalgia. Absolutely loved it. Obviously, I've just played the first one, still got the other two to play. But obviously, it just reminded me of being at my grandma and granddad's on the PS2. Me and my brothers and my cousins and my grandma are all taking turns at playing it. I mean, I was always terrible. I'd never finished it before. That's the first time I've ever finished the Spyro the Dragon. I never got to Ganasty Gnorc before.
Ganasty Gnorc.
Ganasty Gnorc, never got to him. So no, I was absolutely buzzing when I did it. I was just being little huffy princess as per. Even though I could. Absolutely I could. But every time I played I was tired. And I think I just couldn't concentrate enough on it.
Yeah.
But I absolutely loved it. That little purple dragon's class. But yeah, so there's my 2 platinums for the month. Which I hadn't actually had a platinum since April. Until these 2.
Yeah.
So 3 months of no platinums, and then I got 2.
Yeah, I think it was Hogwarts, wasn't it, back in April, and then...
Yes, it was.
And
then I just wasn't feeling playing any of my other games. Stray, it's just been too bright. There's been too much sun for me to get the levels of Stray done, haven't there? Because it's so dark in Stray. I physically cannot see. So that's the only reason I haven't finished Stray, really. Obviously, it's going to take me a while to do the... I think it's more the getting through without getting caught.
Getting caught by the Zerks.
By the Zerks, yeah. So that will happen when it's not as bright. So we'll have to wait for a little bit for that one. So in the meantime, I really wanted something that was not too taxing, but really interesting. And you'd looked at some videos for me, hadn't you? And Deliver Us the Moon came up, and you've just finished Deliver Us Mars not that long ago. Mm-hmm. And you obviously have done Deliver Us the Moon, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
I really like it took me a second to click to the storyline. I don't know if, well, I do know why. You were on headset to the lads playing Neo.
Yeah.
So I had that noise. So I probably should have put my headset on so that I could just focus. So I missed a few of the conversations, I think. So I had to go back and re-listen to them, and then I've started to piece it all together. And it does, like, and I'm in a bit of anticipation at the minute. I'm like, but why? What's happened? I'm like, I understand why someone's done it, but at the same time, what's happening? What's going to happen now? Who is it? What's that? Where have they gone? What's this? What's that? And I'm really interested in it, and it is really cool, like being on the moon and of going in this, going up in the spaceship in the rocket. Driving around on the moon in a rover. pretty good. And
Yeah, I love
the fact that you have, if you're inside in your airlock, obviously you're fine. But if you go outside, you only have 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes of oxygen. So if you need to go outside, you've got to go. You've got to go quick. No, it's really, really enjoying it. I look forward to finishing it and then playing Deliverance Mars, to be honest.
Yeah, the second one's a big jump in quality, I think, in how it handles the story.
Yeah.
Obviously, I spoke a lot about the climbing axes, didn't I, on the previous monthly. Yeah. But that's generally only when you're rushing for those trophies. Yeah. But overall, it's a much better game. But yeah, they're really good. Yeah. Look forward to seeing if they make a Deliver Us Saturn or something, and then we end up doing something. And they could just keep going further.
Absolutely.
Deliver us the black hole, and then like
the Milky Way.
Yeah. How far can they take this thing?
No, I'm really enjoying it. So I'm glad that I'd started that. To be honest.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, it's really good.
That is me.
So yeah, that's mine and Becky's list for July. Quite happy with it, both of us, aren't we? Because next month will be quiet. But yeah, that's ours. Let's move on to the monthly Platinum collection.
So here we are in the monthly platinum collection.
Yeah.
So seeing what all you lovely, amazing people in this server have done this month of July.
It's
I
easy.
nearly said June.
Still nearly got it wrong. I was just about to say it's easy to know which month it's from now because we're.
And I still nearly said June.
And he still nearly said June.
So we are gonna start off nice and strong with Rye Alex. So only one this month. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 was my 300th platinum. So pretty much focusing on this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Playing with Bud, Taylor, and Rushy. And Hacks on the zombies and realistic no death run playthrough. Was stressful but a good laugh as well. Would say personal decorator trophy is one of the most awful trophies COD have ever done. As always, good luck next month. I should have more in the coming months. Very nice. Very
nicely done that, Ryan. Yeah, cheeky 0.77%. It's an impressive one to do, Black Ops 3. Yeah, really, really incredible that, Ryan. Should be proud, bud. So we've got McCann up next. Happy July collection, everyone. A good effort this month with 1 plat and 3 100%. So we've got 100% for Dragon Age Inquisition. Managed to unlock the last 3 trials I had remaining from June, bringing this to completion. That's a very impressive 100%. We've got the Power Wash Simulator 100%. Returned to this gem of a game to do the Alice in Wonderland DLC, and it did not disappoint. Not just with the levels being both cool and colourful, but also experiencing that enjoyment and satisfaction playing this game always grants me. Yeah, absolutely agree. So got Bug Snacks Platinum and the 100%. I found this game utterly terrible. Personally, I really struggled to hold my attention, have fun due to how boring I found it. I honestly don't think I've disliked and had to push myself to finish a game like I did CMS. CMS was worse. The one good thing I'll say about my experience with this game though is that I was able to complete the DLC before the main game, which meant I didn't have to continue playing or return after popping the plat. Big thanks to Rushy for pushing me to get this one cleaned up. Hopefully it won't be a game to return to in the future. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. It's a few people.
I've never heard a bad thing about it.
I've had a few people say they're not a huge fan.
Can you stop ignoring like all of those last? I don't get how you can't see those.
No, I have seen it. I'm talking about Bug Snacks right now. Yeah. See, I have heard a couple of people, and it kind of keeps putting me off wanting to go in. But maybe I'll just have to try and see why it's such a mixed bag of reviews. But amazing efforts from everyone on your July collections, and same to you, McCann. Very good month, that, especially that Dragon Age Inquisition 100%. Respect. Look who it is.
We're on to little Amy. Hello my lovelies, and thank you to the Discord King and Queen for hopefully recording this on the 1st of August, which is my 31st birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Sorry.
Can't believe it's been a year since we first met in person. All those memories are popping up on my Facebook at the minute. Can't believe it has been a year, like that's mental, but at the same time it feels like we've known them forever.
Yeah.
Like it's so strange.
Yeah, I would agree.
But yeah. So July was a good month for me gaming wise, and I managed to get slightly out of my comfort zone and try some new games. Anyway, let's get on with it before I carry on rambling. So Spyro the Dragon, I never played the Spyro games on PS1, so this was completely new to me. Despite being enjoyable for the most part, it was also incredibly stressful, especially those flight levels and the friggin' inverted controls. Tell me about it. Thank you to James for helping me with them and putting up with my stressiness. I'll probably play the other games in the series, but not for a while.
You said pretty much the same thing. You're going to have a little break, aren't you, before you jump into it?
Spider-Man, Miles Morales, what I gave my 30th plat, loved every single second of it, and it made me more hyped to play Spider-Man 2, absolutely. Spider-Man 2 definitely just steps up from Miles Morales, that well enough. August will hopefully be a month of gaming. I have a few games I'd love to platinum, as come September gaming will have to take a bit of a backseat, as I'll be starting my MA in creative and critical writing as part of STEM student as well as working full time. Well done everyone, and another amazing month. I hope August is just as amazing. Well done.
Well done, Amy. Fantastic little month that. Love to see it. Yeah, we'll just skip past Josh again, I think. So let's keep the theme going. Let's see what rubbish he comes up with this time. Right, Josh, what are we saying, my friend?
What is he saying?
Yeah, exactly. What are you saying?
Multicultural spice, so it's something of a different culture.
Not Swift EDA, my fellow trophy nerds. Got to keep you guys on your toes with a little multicultural spice. After last month's opinions sharing, let's get right into this month. LA Noire PS3. After being mildly encouraged and or threatened by bexxraff to keep any negative opinions of this game to myself, I honestly have to say I couldn't find a fault with it.
Good.
Loved it the first time round on PS4, loved the car chases, the casual Brexit tackling of scumbags, the quaint putting two between the eyes of a shoplifter. It was all so fun. And then 100% on LA Noire PS4 as well. Nice, cheeky little DLC clean-up. Nothing else to say really. Yeah, you keep those opinions to yourself there. WRC9, what's WRC stand for, babe?
World Rally Championships.
Yeah.
Did I get it? Why did you have to pause there?
I don't think there's an S on the end of championship, but I'll let you have it. Good effort.
I'm starting to dislike you more and more in these monthlies.
Oh, well, enjoyed it. It's part of the fun. My favourite addiction, adding to badges, platinums in general, and devoting my life to hating on Horizon Forbidden West. Can't believe I'm saying those words. This is quite fun, in-depth, and overall very enjoyable experience. Funny story while racing one night. I may have replicated the first time I met Jeff, and after moments of silence, all I utter was, Forbidden West is still poo, by the way. Is something wrong with him? Honest to God.
You're still poo.
Yeah, anyway.
Is part of the drinking game me being mean to people, by the way, do you think?
I'll be hammered. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for number 54. Decided to be cheeky and pop 2 platinums in one day for the poos and the giggles.
Sounds so wrong.
The poops and the gigs. Class game, can't fault it. Apart from those Lies on Crystals and the Void Reactor Shotgun, they can be as challenging as they want to be because I feel the sniper dot on my head. Seriously though, for a first time Ratchet and Clank game, I know 54 games deep and I still haven't played Ratchet and Clank.
I haven't.
Going to the timeout corner, definitely going to play the others eventually. Ignore Rocket League, that's just some DLC cleanup, although I'm dropping the plat.
Can I just put my teacher English head on?
It's not defiantly.
I really hate when people write defiantly instead of definitely.
I've seen it and I've tried my best. It was in the back of my mind.
It's not just you, Josh.
Sorry,
it happens
Josh.
all the time.
Yeah, defiantly going to play the others eventually. Very close to having Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens done. Just didn't know if I'd have it done to 100% in the next 2 days. So I thought I'd best leave it for August's report. Edit. Managed to get it done. Very fun.
Very nice.
Yeah. Really good. Which it's because it's the same picture,
yes,
isn't it? But you've obviously had it done. Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it's the right length. Unlike Lego Skywalker Saga, no one wants 100 hours in a Lego game. Right, but yeah, really good month that, Josh.
Nice.
Love to see it, dude.
Well done for liking L.A. Noire.
Yeah, well done.
Good job.
Well done for enjoying
Gold
video games.
star for you.
Very, very loud that.
Sorry. Right, so on to Ray. So this was my first month after a much needed hiatus, and I think it was good. Sifu 100%, difficulty 9 out of 10. I already had the plat and decided why not on all the DLCs, since they said they were done with the game, and oh boy, does it get hard. Oh boy! Sorry, I'm going to Disney. The challenge arenas make you do encounters with weird modifiers like being 1 health or fight multiple bosses at once. Definitely 100% that the plat does not prepare you for. I didn't know Destiny 2's plat would auto-pop sadly. I'll do the DLC though. Doom Return 100%, difficulty 3 out of 10. I also had the plat for this, you just need to clean up the DLCs. Easy stuff and an excellent game. Killing Floor 2, 100%. You know the story here. Collectibles clean up for a trophy they added. The Callisto Protocol, Plat 201, difficulty 5 out of 10. The game is fine if you only play it once, but the fact that it requires multiple playthroughs just wears out its welcome. The combat is too bare bones to be asking you to do like 5 playthroughs for the 100%, which I will do at a later date.
Oh, really impressive though, Ray. Great selection of games there.
Welcome back.
Yeah, and very well done on the Seafood DLC. Very, very well done. So, we got Marie up next. Nubla 2, horrible game I rolled for the Cowbear badge. 148, we've got Another Crab's Treasure, unironically one of the best Souls-likes. It has so much charm, the writing is hilarious and smart, the combat is good, although a bit clunky, and the music is a vibe as well. Had a great time with it and can only recommend. We've got Final short twin-stick shooter, nothing special. And then for 150, a great game. Well, I haven't played it yet, but I know it's going to be great. Great one to choose. Stellar Blade with the
peach.
With the peach. I wonder what that's for.
I know that Ray's been talking to Marie about Stellar Blade as well. He was talking to her about it, saying how much he was loving it, and he'd done that little hiding feature because I'm talking about a boss.
Okay.
So I know that Marie's managing to get other people really wanting to play, and Ray's absolutely loving it as well.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm really excited to give it a try for more reasons than one. One of the best action games out there. One of the best action games out there. It's like a mix of Sekiro and Nier Automata, with the gameplay being more like Sekiro and setting, music and story heavily inspired by Nier, but I loved it. Remnant 2, 100%. The second DLC, like the first one, was basically more of the same, and since the base game is so good, it's good as well. And then we've got the Control 100%, cleaned up the last 2 trophies of the second DLC and did the first one as well. Love this game. DLCs are pretty good too, but I like the base game more. That's fair. Yeah, really, really good month.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh! No one's seen anything!
Oh no!
No one's seen anything! Oh wow! Do you know what? I thought it was switched on, and it's because
it's so much brighter now.
Yeah, I can actually see now. Wow. Yeah, our unprofessionalism there. Let's quickly put it on charge. Do you know what it was? It's because this yesterday, I hoovered, and I could have sworn I'd left it on, but I've obviously turned it off. Right, where are we? I've totally lost where I'm at. Great month, Marie.
Well done.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
As always.
Yeah, really, really good selection of games. I'd love to see it.
And then we move on to Richard Butler. So slow platinum month for me, but I've got some bigger stuff on the go and holding back one for after a milestone. Slide 2 wasn't my favourite to say the least. The lousy raccoon, but I got through the pain and it was alright by the end. Well done to everyone smashing it as always.
Absolutely fantastic.
Lovely.
Love that. So we have Catalog up next. So my July was, I don't even know what I've been up to this month. It's all kind of blurred into a mess, not sure what happened to the time or what I've been doing for such little progress. The beginning of the month, but oh well, I guess 2 plats 100%. So Callisto DLC cleanup. Plat was amazing, but oh my, I hate the amount of playthrough required for the DLC. Doing it back to back felt like I was on autopilot. Riot mode was great DLC though. Enjoyed that final transmission. Was well, I didn't like what they did with the story, but oh well. And then we've got what is it? I'm going to have to quickly check. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Of course it is. I was thinking for a second, is that what it is?
If we had read on.
Oh right, yeah, literally Peter Quill on the first one. Love this game so much. Peter Quill has always been a personal favourite of mine. I mean, 80s space cowboy, basically what's not to love. Yeah. So yeah, I love the story. Got a little bias in their gameplay. Was a little repetitive at the end, but not the end of the world. Made me rewatch the first 2 films and watch the third one too. Very nice. Yeah, I thought it was.
Just finish it.
It was really, really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I thought it was a fantastic game. Considering, I mean, I really enjoyed the Avengers game. A lot of people didn't, and I think with this releasing not long after, and it was announced quite close to when it was dropping as well. A lot of people were like, "This is not going to be good," and then it did kind of, blow people away. So, Lego Harry Potter years 5 to 7, hate it, despise it, detest its existence, purely because the save corrupted on me like 3 years into the story. Wow, and didn't go back for 10 months. That's horrible, man. Number 1 pet peeve for trophy hunting is losing progress, except I'm okay with no death runs, kinda like them. Don't ask, Brain's actual game is just meh. Been meaning to get a lot more active like I used to when I was in my prime here, but as I said, time just slipped on by. So I'll try to speak more soon, but who knows, hopefully I will, and hopefully everyone's had a great July. Can't wait to see it. P.S. Hope Bucky as well. Haven't seen him in ages. My own fault.
To be fair, I haven't posted him as much as I used to, but obviously you saw him at the beginning of the
Yeah,
video.
it was actually your comment as well, Cat Lord.
We did actually see a little sneak peek.
I got a sneak peek, so
And actually, I will put it out there, you wrote that message saying, I hope Bucky's okay, and I thought he was dying because of the plant. And I was like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be in the monthly saying he's gone.
The timing was very strange, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So, giving you a little bit more information on that, because I know we touched on it at the start and everyone's probably going to be like, what happened? So, one of the kids from your school...
It's absolutely gorgeous, lily plant, beautiful.
Yeah, didn't think anything of it, popped it on the windowsill so it could get some sun.
Literally, I'd done it, it was 5 minutes. Literally, it was on there for 5 minutes.
And Bucky comes in the room, doesn't he? And he's got like yellow pollen and things all in his fur, and it's around his mouth.
And it just hit me. Lilies are poisonous.
Sort of the realisation
Lilies
that
are
they're
poisonous.
toxic to cats.
So then I'm sobbing. Poor cat's got to go in the bath. He was drenched, like scrubbing his fur, getting the pollen off him, getting rid of any remnants of it, phoning the emergency vets because it was a Sunday.
It was, yeah, and what was sort of horrible in the back of my mind, I wasn't saying too much because I didn't want to scare the hell out of Becky at this time, but a girl that I work with, she unfortunately lost one of her cats for exactly the same thing. So we were really panicking, weren't we? We monitored him for a couple of days after we'd read that within the first 12 hours they'll start to show signs of like foaming from the mouth and
lethargy, hiding, not eating.
And he wasn't any of those.
And he was still his normal psycho self.
Yeah, nothing's changed and he's been absolutely fine since. So.
And he had been sick through the night as well after. So then normally, like, I know this sounds really weird and probably too much information, but normally if he's sick, which hasn't happened very often, he comes into the room. So if we're in bed, he'll come in the room and do it there. Almost like he's like, Mum, help me, Dad, help me. But he was sick in the living room, so we woke up in the morning and it was like, oh my goodness, he's been sick. But we think it was just because it was like a fur ball, because he's never been that wet before, so he's never licked himself that much before.
Yeah.
So we think he just had a bit of a build-up. But he's good, he's fine, he's psychotic, he's not letting us sleep still. But yes, thank you for asking.
Yeah.
It was just really bad timing on that message, and I was like, we can't tell them all.
I know, it would have been horrible, but back to the games. Great month, Cat Lord. It's great to see you posting again.
Yes.
And good luck with your games moving forward. You're an absolute goat, dude. Right, so we've got Wooly up next. We've got Call of Duty World at War. Been working on this for a few weeks, mainly every Monday at Zombies to get through old COD games. This was the next one.
Are you just doing the whole thing yourself?
Oh, I was thinking.
You just carry on now.
I was on a pure sort of autopilot.
I'll just leave.
I think because we spoke a little bit, I forgot.
I'll just leave.
No, let's not do that.
Sorry, carry on. You finish it.
We need to keep the eye candy in. Right, I'll do Wooly. You do the next two. Old COD games. This was the next one on the list, which coincided with getting the trophy for Infinite Warfare for the 5 multiplayer wins, as that will be done in the future. Jack and Daxter: The Lost Frontier, a challenge game to get the letter F. Want to get all Jack and Daxter games done, and this is the last one to do. Only one more stack left. Very underwhelming game and nothing like the rest. And then Jump King, which is very, very impressive. Jump King is like a 10 out of 10 game. So another challenge game which just requires some patience to complete. I wanted to get this done before going on holiday, which I managed to do. Just fun, managed to do just. Fun game and very enjoyable even with the falls. That's, super impressive, Wooly. Very, very good month.
Nice.
Impressive, Jump King, World at War, nice. Love that. And some cheeky progress on Fireteam Elite as well, which is another amazing game.
And then we're on to Gravity Rush Raven. Congrats everyone on their platinum this month. This is probably the most productive month with a bunch of backlog cleanup with 6 platinums and 100%. Sebastian Loeb, Rally Evo. A rally game based on the WRC winner Sebastian Loeb.
I think it said Loeb, yeah.
By going through his historic rally career from beginnings to present day, 2016, it was surprisingly fun and didn't feel repetitive with all the different vehicles available to use. Slipstream, a racing game inspired by the Outrun series, initial D vaporware and synthwave aesthetics, and the spirit of 90s arcade. I'd recommend this game to anyone who's looking for a quick and easy platinum, which can be completed in one sitting. So Astro's Playroom DLC clean up again, which you've got another 3 after that.
There's 3 trophies, but there's only 2 that
okay.
require bots. So the last trophy is collect all 4 hidden bots.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, there is 3 trophies left, but 2 more months of them hide in one.
Shakedown Hawaii, great indie game. It has a retro-inspired top-down perspective similar to GTA 1 and 2. It's also got the cool factor of being the last game to ever be released on the Wii and PS3 back in 2019.
Nice.
Peggle 2, hey, Peglin!
Peggle.
It's hard to explain in words, but it's very similar to the Plinko machines in Japan. Peggle 2 by itself is quite difficult, but with the 2 added DLC it makes a platinum journey a more manageable game, except for a few of the last trials in the base game. That's what you said, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's so much easier now than it was originally.
Well, that's it, because you're expected to do, is it 180 optional objectives, but then with the DLC you've got the option of 240, so you can pick literally another 60 optional objectives somewhere, and avoid the ones that you're struggling with. So and the characters are quite cool. I forget what isn't there the beaver one with like the multi-ball, and then
beyond the unicorn is the, so it shows you where the ball's going to go. You've got the nightshade.
He's the first character you get. I'm just trying to remember those extra 2. I know the beaver's one of them, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, you get 2 characters that are pretty handy, and it does make things a bit easier, doesn't it?
Boulder guy. Right, Goat Simulator DLC. This game sucks. I agree. I can't explain how many times the game decided to bug out on me with items falling through the map and my character having no input responses. I don't recommend anyone to play this, but if you do, avoid the DLCs or just play the PS3 version. I agree. It's not the hype that it gets.
It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? And it's crackers. It's proper crackers. Yeah, it's good.
And then we've got Asphalt Legends Unite, a free-to-play racing game that got released a few weeks ago. The Platinum experience is a long one, with it taking well over 100 hours, as you need particular cars to complete 40 seasons in the career, which I've gotten stuck up multiple times throughout my journey. Borderlands 2, great game to finally clean up after finishing the main story. It's probably become one of my most favourite games of all time, with its amazing story and Handsome Jack being the best antagonist in any series.
That's a bold statement. I can't believe Dragon's one of his favourite games, isn't it? A racing game. That does surprise me. Now, I've only played like the first Borderlands and Tales from the Borderlands, so I don't know exactly, but I do know that people hold Handsome Jack in quite high regards in terms of what an antagonist should be. So I'm looking forward to trying the other games, so I can see exactly what he's like. I can't see him being better than Sephiroth in my opinion, but we'll see. So it's your go again, isn't it? 2 in a row.
So we've got not too many platinums this month. I'm trying to focus on games that I left at less than 10.
More than
10%. Yeah. I'm a teacher.
You should know this. You literally just called Josh out for his following defiantly.
Yes, because it was meant to say definitely. There's no platinums, as I'm planning on a special to meet platinum for my 200th. I'm also getting immersed into Baldur's Gate 3. Not sure if I'm going to go for the platinum, and Cuphead. Oof, wish me luck.
Cuphead's great.
Police Simulator. What can I say? I love a simulator game. This one was short and sweet. Is that a simulator that's only on VR, or is that an actual?
No, you can play it normally.
Right, because I'm sick of all these simulators being on VR.
Yeah, you wanted to play Job Simulator, didn't you? And then you, but no, Police Simulator is just a third person, put tickets on cars and then scan speeding people.
Let's do it.
I watched the boss man at work playing it.
No talking about him, thank you.
And
not in this video.
It looks pretty cool. It's pretty fun.
Have to have a go. Cat Quest, finally got around to this game and it was so fun and cute. We'll definitely get around to the second. I hear there is also going to be a third too. The Quarry, like Until Dawn and the Quantic Dreams games, played it last year and really enjoyed it. It requires multiple playthroughs, so I left it a while before going back to the platinum. Is that the one that's like the one that I got Amy to play?
Until Dawn?
Yes, The Quarry. Oh,
Like
I've
Until
just read
Dawn.
it, haven't I? I've literally just read it.
I was thinking, hang on, is there something I'm missing? Yeah, it's,
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That's how tired I am.
yeah, and it's got some well-known people in again,
Yeah.
some real actors and stuff. So
Sorry, I'll make sure I actually take in what I read next time. 100% Kill It With Fire. Fun little game, can be a little creepy or jumpy if you're afraid of spiders. Absolutely not for me. Alan Wake, a game I played on Xbox years ago, and after completing Control earlier this year, I decided it was time to go back and complete this as I'd popped one trophy and left it. It was a fun game with a decent story, collectibles and some annoying DLC, no death, no checkpoint trophies. 100% Letter Quest, popped a trophy and left it 7 years ago, so I wanted to finish it. It was surprisingly fun if you are into spelling. Are you? Are you into spelling? Yes. Yes, I am.
yeah,
I think I've already proven that. Moving out, started with family and co-op, finished solo. No picture because my screenshot is always too small. Happy gaming. Very nice.
no, really good month. Love that. So we've got Dylan up next. Got my first 3 PS3 plats in Final Fantasy 13, Modern Warfare 2 and Dead Space, and finished up the month with Fastest Achiever on Exit the Gungeon. I've got a nice little cheeky screenshot of the games there. Yeah, really good month, Dylan. Well done, bud.
And we've got Oshi. Bad month compared to my June, but I went on vacay, so that makes up for it. Metro 2033. Decent game, now I'll only need Last Light for the complete trilogy. 100% on Rayman 3. This was a totally different story, might be the hardest non-plat. It's a children's game with bull poop trophies, not to mention the very limited information on this. However, I've gathered all the information I could and now have a guide for it on PSMP if anyone ever wants to try their hands at all the Rayman 100%.
Very, very nice, Oshi. Love that. Right, here he is. The second part of the fraud team. So, just the one.
It's a birthday, be nice.
I'm only joking. There's only one fraud in the relationship, and it's this guy right here. Just the one platinum this month. Toy Story 2, Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. I'm so happy this finally got trophy support. I have so many great memories from this game. Absolutely loved it. Well done to everyone this month. Absolutely smashing it like always. Love that, James.
That's cute. I like it when you can play something that just reminds you of your childhood.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's where gaming starts, isn't it?
Of course
Generally.
it is. Yeah, I wonder if we got someone to do it for him as well.
Yeah.
Probably needs help with that 62% rarity.
Right, he's been really nice at the minute to Amy, so leave him be.
Oh, it's not the monthly if we don't poke him with a stick.
We normally telling him he has to be nice to Amy, and he's doing the right thing at the minute.
Love you really, James. Right.
Is it me? Hurricane.
Hurricane.
Been very sick at the back end of this month, so I haven't been gaming much, but I did get 4 plats. Haven't been gaming much, and you still did more than me. Puzzle Drop Carnival, Life is Strange Before the Storm, banging game. Murdered Soul Suspect.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this before. I think it's something that you'd quite like.
That sounds really good. And
Yeah.
Thunder. Interesting.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy it. It's,
Very nice.
yeah, we've mentioned a couple of times. It often goes on sale at like £1 something from 25 quid or whatever it is. I haven't
Yeah.
checked in a while, but I should really pick it up for us when it's
Yeah.
when it's cheap enough.
Very nice, Hurricane.
So we've got the legend Wes up next. Repost because I got Impossible Boy. Wow, LMAO deleted the previous one. Oh, unbelievable, unbelievable. Horizon Call of the Mountain, 15 hours. Boy, oh boy, what to say. This is my first PSVR 2 experience, and I can say it was absolutely phenomenal. From the climbing to the fighting. If you've not played this yet, you absolutely should. This also marks the completion of the Horizon franchise.
Very nice.
Well done, Wes. Love that. And it's always nice to hear people saying good things about the Horizon franchise. Subnautica, no matter how many times I replay this game, it will never bore me. I've spent over 100 hours combining it with PC, Xbox and my previous account. Wow. Yeah, I did quite enjoy Subnautica. I still need to play, but is it below zero?
You mean the next one?
Oh, it's below zero. Oh, it's right there. I should always do that, like just have a glance, just in case, because I know exactly what Wes does. He does series completion, so it was going to be on there, wasn't it? So Subnautica Below Zero, just like the first game, the gameplay is fun and the story is good. However, this one is just not scary. Still fun though. And then, right, Super Meat Boy. Normally I just put work in progress at an uncompleted game. This one is an exception. Here are my stats so far. So current deaths, 11,577. Current no death run, Impossible Boy. So best 3...
Sorry, I've read ahead.
Oh,
I was just laughing.
best 3 runs, 16 levels, 17, 20 levels. I really hate myself for that rubbish. Death at my previous best runs. I've been playing this hardcore for 40 hours. When will Dark Cotton Alley end, and why did I decide to do the hardest no death run first? At least I can control my anger, so no broken controllers. Oh wait, it just ended. Never mind, got it a day later. Super Meat Boy, when Jeff, I know you started it a while back, buddy. Yeah, I mean, this is, fair enough. This is a mental way of playing it. I'll be honest. I feel like, yeah, although it would be great to get the really ridiculous stuff out the way, so then the platinum's in sight. I feel like by playing the game from the beginning, you're sort of easing yourself in and you're building your skill level up. I mean, who am I to say I haven't done it yet? But it's not, I wouldn't have said it's because of a skill level. I'm just not playing it. As I've said a number of times now, it's one of those where, so I've got 4 left. I've got Hell Dark World, Rapture Dark World, and then Cotton Alley Light and Dark World left, just those 4. But doing one of them, sort of playing the levels that many times, getting used to them that many times to then start doing your runs. I mean, Missile Boy took me weeks. So if I was to just focus purely on Super Meat Boy, although I know I could get it done, I'm sacrificing all of my other games for weeks and weeks and weeks. So I think I'll probably go back to it once I'm in a better position where I don't have like 10 games on the go.
That's going to be hard because you always pick up new games.
Constantly. Yeah, I'm going to try to, take control of that a little bit and only have a couple. I was just saying to James a few weeks ago, once I've caught back up, I'm only going to have 2 or 3 on the go at any given time. But I think I can do it. I mean, I know I can do it, but it's just putting the time into it. It's not like I've started smashing my controllers up and I'm like, I can't do it and I've switched it off. It's not like that. I must be a bit mental, but I enjoy playing it, which is crazy. There's something oddly satisfying about it.
Like you enjoy playing it.
But I will go back in and I will get it done. But yeah, I can't wait to see you pop that platinum for it, Wes. That's going to be a special one, bud. But yeah, great month, love that.
So we're on to some random play.
Yeah, just some random play.
So decent month for me, 7 platinums all up. Was hoping to sneak another 1 or 2 in, but I've been focusing on Borderlands 3 with Jen. Cricket 24, love cricket, played for half my life, game was just okay, thanks to Hurricane for the help with the multiplayer trophy. Daxter, fun platformer that I'd never played previously due to not owning a PSP. It's easy like most of the premium games, but still very fun. A Way Out, fun co-op game that I played with my wife, much like It Takes Two, you don't actually need to finish the game to get the platinum. Star Wars The Clone Wars, I remember playing this game as a kid and loving it, so was happy to see it get added to the catalogue. Game mostly holds up except for the on-foot segments in my opinion. Life is Strange 2, worst Life is Strange game in my opinion. Didn't you agree with that?
Yeah, I would probably, yeah, I mean, it's that and Before the Storm is like, none of them are bad. Like, I thoroughly enjoy all of them, but unfortunately, something has to be the weakest. And I'd probably say that, obviously, the original is the best one, and then maybe True Colours. Yeah, True Colours. And then, Before the Storm and Life is Strange 2 is just interchangeable for me. I think with Before the Storm, you don't have all the powers and things. So that's why I don't enjoy it as much. It's a bit more chilled and grounded. And although, what's he called? There's Daniel and... Is it Daniel? Daniel's the older brother. What's the kid called again? But he's annoying as hell, isn't he?
I just needed to listen. Oh, there's Daniel there.
Sean! Sean, we've done it again, yeah.
Other way around.
Sean, Daniel's the young one. Yeah, he's a little bit annoying, which is why I don't enjoy it as much. Yeah. But I think because of the telekinesis. But
to be fair, I think he's about to hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
More walking, less story and interaction. Sean's a decent character. Daniel just annoyed people endlessly. Finally got the series completion badge for Life is Strange with this one.
Yeah. But I think that seems to be pretty much a consensus where it's most people's weakest one. I have seen people say it's their favourite as well, but that doesn't happen very often. Yeah. I'd like to think if you asked 100 people, over 90 people are probably picking the first one or True Colours as their favourite. But Yeah.
So then we're on to Far Cry 6. Started playing this game to fulfill a bunch of full house card spots. Didn't enjoy it as much as 3 or 4, but more than I enjoyed 5. SpongeBob SquarePants or Cosmic Shake. Played this game to go towards a badge. It made a good foil to play when I wasn't playing at Borderlands.
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Fun little platformer, but with a couple of annoying trophies. Good luck to everyone for the month of August.
Very nice. Love that. So we've got Frogs up next. Very productive first 10 days in July, in which I got the following finished. 100% on eFootball 2024, 100% for Gran Turismo 6 Ayrton Senna Tribute DLC. I spelled it correctly this time. Do you remember that last one? Because you were wondering how you said his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good work. Platinum 31 for Oddworld New and Tasty. I've been working on The Last of Us 2 Grounded Mode, Permadeath Run and Dirt 2.0 Colin McRae DLC in the background. Completion is at 87.08%. It would have been more if I didn't have a quick go of Far Cry Primal and pop a trophy, and also the Playroom is on my profile, which won't go away even though I've not popped a trophy for it and deleted it off my PlayStation list too. How weird. That is very strange why that's staying. But yeah, great month, Frogs, love that.
Very nice. So Mr. Stubbs, another productive month on the backlog. The Order 1886, quite short in length but recommend to anyone that has yet to play. Murdered Sole Suspect, another shorter game, easy enough to plat, few collectibles worth playing. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, enjoyed this one, map a lot easier to traverse than the first. Did spend 2.5 hours trying to defeat a certain person but persevered without lowering the difficulty. Far Cry 6, it's a Far Cry game, not played one for a while so enjoyed this one. Still Wakes the Deep, horror game set on a Scottish oil rig. Nice playing a game where the majority of people speak with a strong Scottish accent. Decent enough game, not enough jump scares. My Little Pony, or how did that get there? Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. It's a typical Ubisoft game. Far Cry with an Avatar skin. I think you said that too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Pretty long game, pretty grindy at points. I'm all Ubisoft open world games out now until Immortals get spun in on the wheel. Congrats to everyone else on their platinum percents. Hope you have an amazing holiday. Hope we have an amazing holiday. It was to us. That was for us. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stubbs. Love to hear it. Yeah, we are very excited.
Yep.
Very excited today. Great month as always, bud.
Oh, well, look how this turned out for you.
Perfect.
You get your boyfriend.
Straight on to my boyfriend. Right. Great month as always, everyone. And for the new members to the Discord, welcome. I can't lie, I'm a bit shell-shocked having to write this up so early. Thought I'd at least do another 2 weeks. Anyone, a pretty shoddy month for me.
Anywho.
Oh, sorry, I'm just that excited that I'm getting to read Craig's. I can't read anymore. Anywho, a pretty shoddy month for me. Surprise, surprise, with only 2 plats and a 100% cleanup. Let's get into it. Oh my god. Oh god. I can't laugh anymore, my head's hurting. It's too hot to laugh like this. Oh, I need a bit of your cold drink. Ooh. Ooh.
This is nearly as bad as finger busting goes.
Oh, that's honestly, that's tickled me there. Right, all in the right places. Oh, I needed that as a cold drink. Right, 100% for Power Simulator. Squirting all over that place. I love how he's wrote it in like a Geordie accent as well. I made squirting all over that place. Alice in Wonderland DLC dropped. I bought it. Makes me wonder if I'll end up paying more for the DLC in this game than I will for House Flipper. Minecraft Story Mode. Telltale tells a mediocre tale. Thanks to Shaz for allowing me to use his alt account so I could finish this off after 7.5 years. Wow. Not the greatest story ever told, but it wasn't as bad as Telltale's Game of Thrones entry, Game of Paws. I don't know, I quite enjoyed that one. 2 new trophies for Astro's Playroom and all Icky Island DLC cleanup. Just the Legends mode and New Game Plus to go. Lego Jurassic World, dinosaurs and Lego, what's not to love. Pretty standard Lego game. I played with Louise for the story, then she dropped it, so I had to do the cleanup all alone again. But I help you with trophies. No, you don't. You hinder me with cleaning up trophies, forever adding to the unearned that I'm working so incredibly hard to reduce. Anyway, I digress. Have a lovely holiday, both of you. Looking forward to the vlog. You've got to do... I haven't looked down yet. Oh no, you've got to do the voice for the next part, Jeff. Do I really have to?
Yeah.
Bappy, I'm just a little race car. I'm probably sounding horrendous. Oh, so for anyone who doesn't know what that is, there's a TikTok I sent to Craig. Some people have probably seen it, some haven't, and it's a car which initially sounds like the ignition starting and it's about to start revving, and then it's just some guy sitting just a little race car. As always, keep on keeping on, and if you haven't already, come and check out the Full House Challenge. It's getting interesting. It certainly is getting interesting.
Stop it, man, with the...
Stay safe, guys. You know what they say. What do they say, Craig? What do they say? We need to behave, honest to God.
Right, it's far too warm for this.
Stay safe, you know. Oh, what do they say? I need to know what they say. Oh.
So we have Ninja.
Well done, Craig.
Ninja. Or Jeremiah was a bullfrog. It's never going to come out my head. This trend of increasingly poor months continues. Power Wash Sim, PS4 Alice DLC, new DLC for my runner-up 2023 Game of the Year dropped, so it was picked up and got it done. Next DLC, when?
Shut up and take my money.
I forgot what it was, I'm so glad you said it.
Is it the guy from Futurama, isn't it?
It's Fry.
Forgot his name.
Real Fry.
Yeah, I'd forgotten at the time, yeah.
Real car park in 2024, absolutely nothing real about this game. Quick, grubby 100%. Yes, I've said grub. Don't get too excited, Rushy. Foam Stars, PS4 and PS5. A new DLC trophy drop, so quickly got it done and restored 100% for both stacks. Ticket to Ride, a new version of the game dropped, so picked it up and got it done. Love the board game, so it was just an easy purchase and a fun plat and 100% to do. Managed to squeeze in a plat before the end of the month to at least try and salvage some dignity, but overall another terrible month. Also, Wimbledon sucked because of who won it, so I can't even take that as a positive. Here's hoping that the US Open at the end of the month will be better.
Very, very nice. Cheeky power wash. Real car parking. Foam Stars. Ticket to Ride.
Nice.
Love that. Very, very well done, J Ninja. So we've got Rushy up next, Anthem Backlog. Enjoyed playing this playing the campaign on this with Craig. We had a good time with it. The grind is the collectibles, and I got quite lucky with them and ticked them all off pretty quick. The issue I have with this game is the inconsistent servers. The servers are complete crap, but when I bought the game for £1, I'd say it was worth it. The gameplay is pretty fun, however, the missions get really repetitive towards the end. Walking Dead Michonne, 100%. So I picked this up as I needed a couple more 100% for the badge. It was good to revisit the story of this bit, and it's short and easy to bash out before the holiday. Easy to bash out? I'll tickle you, babe. Love bashing it out, don't we?
You do.
I do. So we've got Ratchet and Clank, A Cracking Time. What was that? I said it like you're 14 years old, ain't me? A cracking. Went back to this as I knew I only needed to. A hard mode run. My blaster runs hot drop. What is going on? And some space missions. Cheeky 2-day cleanup for the A 2-day cleanup? Oh wow. After bashing one out, it's a 2-day cleanup. It usually is for me, like. And another checked off the list. Still a decent game to this day. Silver Age. Done this crap for a badge and realised I'm still missing a game. Had more time to pick a better game. The pressure of having Jen catching up is real. Got F1 2011, needed a Vita game for holiday, and this was the choice. The gameplay is decent, but the graphics are awful. The trophies are all easy to get. Only annoying one is winning 8 championships, as each takes just over an hour to do, so it gets repetitive. But I'd recommend it if you have a Vita and like F1. So we've got Retro Pixel Racers. In the backlog for a good few months, has needed this for a badge. Unsure why a lot seem to have a bit of a skill issue with it. Rob. The game's pretty simple till around level 16, then you just change car to one with better handling for the bendy tracks, and job's a good one. Garden Sim backlog, feeling a bit burnt, so thought I'd do this as I knew it was also short. Pretty fun game, just mowing some grass and growing some plants, buying the odd gnome here and there. I'd recommend it if you get it in the sales, definitely not £20 for how short it is.
I want it.
Also goes towards a badge. Stop wanting all these games that people play, finish what you're playing.
You're threatening.
Lego Movie. So me and Abby decided to do this after Undercover, gave me some hope in these games, and it's gone again. There is just one game breaking bug in this, and of course it happened to us. I had to do the whole game again. I've decided I will only do the 2 other Lego games I own and never touch one again. I've had enough of these crap buggy games. The game's also average at best. Yeah, it's not one of the better ones, I'll certainly give you that. Did you not see it on the one just above as well? Yeah, and good time. I was curious to see the time it Retro Pixel Racers taking you as well. 53 minutes, which is pretty good. Like that. Big Dave.
Yeah, I was just reading ahead just because I was like, oh no, I've done something wrong. So I was just checking. So first and foremost, I've noticed when you read my posts, I miss words and you have to add words to complete the sentence. Sorry guys, I'll try to do better. Don't you worry. It's just, I mean, and the longer we do it for, the more tired we get. It just generally gets more difficult. Yeah. Whereas sometimes you can just read it seamlessly and add the words in. But it's all good. Absolutely fine.
No problem at all.
So quite a month for me. I worked 18 12-hour shifts out of 21 days.
Wow.
Black Desert Online. Started this game a few years back. It's a pretty casual MMO.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Massive multiplayer online. So like World of Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
And those types.
Right.
Yeah.
This was my first Ultra Rare Platinum and a game from my backlog. So although not the most pleasing of games, I'm glad to tick it off the list.
Just going back to this quickly though, he says he's done this, but have you noticed that how often his bus breaks down? I think he's doing it on purpose, you know.
Or crashes it.
He's like, he's pretending there's a fault so he can just chill and then just chat in the Discord instead.
Batman, The Enemy Within. I don't know why I went so high pitched there.
The Enemy Within!
Easy Telltale game, been on my hard drive for so long, nice to get it off there. Raji, an ancient epic. Raji,
mate. I don't know.
Indian mythology,
Raji.
so I'm going to go with Raji.
Raji, yeah.
Indian mythology, simple hack and slash. I've played some other games, but have struggled to focus. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, a lot of hours there. Hopefully you get some time off, bud. But yeah, good month as
Very
always.
nice.
So we've got Stacey up next. So Adam has got 4 platinums again this month, 4 months in a row. Played some football games while the Euros was on. Football Cup 2022. Felt like a really old PES game, fairly easy plat. Only thing that takes a while is winning all tournaments and doing daily challenges, moving up the ranks, which can be done quicker, changing the date on the console. Pocket Soccer, cool little footy game, takes a little while to get used to, but really fun. And as you've put in there, I've done the stack for both of those.
Nice.
Yeah, nice theming while the Euros were on, as you say. Do like that.
So then we're on to Gen. So I haven't done as much as I'd planned, as I'm still feeling a little burnt out from last month's push for the first full house. Not even close to half of a card 2 this month, but been having fun chilling with some random pleb every morning.
It goes so well, doesn't it? Just having fun chilling with some random pleb.
With Borderlands 3, completely out of my comfort zone playing co-op with another, but it's been super fun. Also started Diablo 6 with Maker and getting hard carried too. Feels great. Okay, so 7 platinums and then Alice DLC from Power Wash Sim in July, taking me to 143 platinums in total.
Very nice.
So nothing special besides Shadow of the Colossus, which had me raging for the first time since my Fall Guys days. Was very close to giving up, as controlling the horse was so painful for me, and I needed aggro for a handful of the boss fights. Ultimately pushed through, and as soon as I started enjoying the game, it was almost over. Would love to do it all over again if there was ever a PS5 version. Overall, I had an amazing experience and glad it was voted as Game Club this month. Special mentions to Spyro and Dave the Diver PS4 stack. Highly recommended games to chill with. Happy hunting all, and thank you to everyone again for making this community so fun and amazing to be part of.
Oh, that's amazing. Great month, as always. Jen, we'll just make that one a little bit bigger there. But yeah.
Lovely.
Very, very nice indeed. Love that. Oh, there's more.
I really didn't want to add any cheese, but winning the monthly pick and completion of the week was really overwhelming for since my skill level is very limited, and I appreciate all the love and kind words always. Maker said I forgot to thank him in my mini Oscar speech. Also, yes, of course, he is the main reason that I get to enjoy this fab hobby so much. Thank you, baby.
Oh,
cute.
That's awesome. We love a bit of cheese, don't we?
A bit of cheese.
Absolutely. A cheeky little mic drop.
All right there, Tim.
Love that. Hi, Tim. So we've got Together Comic up next, just the one platinum with Fallout 4. So yeah, just the one plat this month. Game was mostly fine, gameplay is good, character building is good, loading screen music is a banger. That said, I probably wouldn't recommend it if you don't already love Fallout. Lots of crashes, story has a lot of wasted potential, characters are pretty one-dimensional, settlement management is tedious, you'll get the idea. On to August. I'll disagree a little bit, but...
Each to their own.
Each to their own, absolutely. I think it's a great game.
So we've got Master. This is the month of series. I set myself the goal of finishing 4 series that I've been playing for a long time, and I did it. Not going to lie, the nights were short. 9 platinum and 2 DLC. So Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls PS3, Sacred 2 Fallen Angels PS3, Sven completely screwed, God of War Vita, God of War 2 Vita, God of War 3 PS3, Medieval PS5, Doom 3 BFG Edition PS3, Medieval PS4, God of War Ragnarok PS4 and PS5 DLC. Diablo, God of War, Medieval and Doom series are completed. Congratulations to everyone this month. Saw some great posts and looking forward to more. Happy hunting. Wow.
Yeah, very, very impressive. You know, even expanding that a little bit, it might be a bit too small for you guys, but yeah, unbelievable. Master, very, very good work very indeed. Nice. So we've got Cinder 8's next. July seemed to be the month where I trophy hunt the hardest. This was the month with the 3rd most total trophies earned since starting this new account 3 years ago. I haven't had a platinum since April, but this month I managed to get 5 while also working on my backlog. So Plat 36 God of War, amazing game. Only issue I really had with it was having to do the challenge arena thing in one sitting. Spyro the Dragon, wanted a semi-easy and relaxing game to play, and plus the nostalgia, absolutely. God of War 3, I know I skipped the plat for 2, but I will go back to it. God of War 3 has got to be my favourite of the trilogy, and after playing God of War 1, I realised I want to do some more PS3 games now that I have access to a PS3 again. We'll end up doing Chains of Olympus, Ascension, and Ghost of Sparta at some point, and finish Ragnarok for the whole series. Also wanted to fill out a part of the full house card for being part of a trilogy, since I couldn't use Spyro. Spyro 3, I guess I'm just skipping the second game of trilogies, just kidding. I wanted the Party Like It's 2024 trophy as a milestone, so it was my 2,500th trophy, as I was saving my 40th plat for something else. I'll probably have God of War 2 and Spyro 2 done in August, hopefully. And number 40, RE4. Resident Evil. I've always liked the RE franchise, and I enjoyed my first playthrough of the remake. And then I did the Infinite Rocket Launcher run on Professional, and holy, it was so fun. So I thought, why not go for the plat, because boredom kills me. I never thought I would ever get an RE plat because of the amount of playthroughs it requires. I usually don't play games more than twice unless I really love them. Too bad I couldn't use it for the full house card because I had already started it prior to the challenge. But it looks like I'm going to have to maybe platinum a different RE game. I'll get the PS4 stack of it. All in all, good month for everyone.
Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Love that. Probably going to be a bit small again, but we'll bring that up for you guys. Just have a little look-see. But yeah, decent. Love it.
Cheeky little level up as well.
Oh, level up, level up.
Apparently hoes don't need me anymore. I hope everyone had an amazing July. I only got 1 plat this month since I was grinding. CBRC. Ooh, I don't know what that is.
I can't even think off the top of my head.
I'm happy to say it's over. I'm just waiting for a proper milestone for it. Saints Row 4 re-elected. Absolutely the most hilarious game I've ever played. One of the few games with free DLC which doesn't suck.
Very nice.
Nice.
Love that. So Bartos up next. Another great month from everyone, and this was my last month before holidays, and this time I focused a little bit more for Backlog. Rogue Company for 154 and 55. I grinded it with a friend and we did every trophy against bots. This makes it extremely easy, perfect game to play and just talk. Battlefield 4, completely lucky that I got the game done. I'm in a group for the Division Last Stand DLC, and there was one guy saying that they do currently Battlefield, and he asked me if I want to join. I'll do it later with others. Since this was an only German Austria group, I agreed, and this was a good decision. Now only 2042 left that I would like to play. Not this year though. 2 Battlefield games in 1 year is enough. We've got Far Cry 4, for me the best game in the franchise. The reason why it took me so long to play is that I started it and then I had lots of boosts going, and this was just in between. Uncharted 3 cleanup, nice. Well, I got most of the trophies back in the times where I wasn't a trophy hunter. Now just the brutal run left and the speed run. I said multiple times here that my goal is to finish before the holidays, but my Lego addiction is too big. Trying to finish Lego Hobbit before holidays, 50% completion, nice. And then we've got Plat 158, Puzzle Drop Carnival, finally a grub to calm down, and quick plat for lots of dopamine. I'll take that, and I'll continue the streak with playing a lot of free puzzle games. World War II was cleanup, currently doing the DLC Easter eggs. GTA 5 is online grind with some boys here. And like I said, Lego Hobbit is the last plat before Saturday, then it's time again for family in Portland.
Cute.
Happy hunting, everyone.
Nice.
Fantastic. And hopefully have a great time in Portland, bud.
Yes, enjoy. Remind me. How
Every
do we
time.
say it?
Stephen.
It's Stephen, yeah, but how do we actually say it? Why do I always
You
forget?
kept doing it the other way. Is it so Uncle
Ero?
Ero?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. I'm terrible. But yes, Stephen. I knew it was Stephen. I just like to try and say the names sometimes that you have rather than...
Yeah, people love to be called their online names.
Yeah. So congrats to everyone this month. I myself had a very good month with a lot of indie variation. So Bad North, a cosy Viking-esque strategy game. I've been wanting to play more strategy style games on the system, and this caught my eye. Can recommend, however, beware that one trophy is immensely grindy and took me easily 6 hours of mindlessly repeating the same map over and over. Miles Morales, amazing game. I'll never get over how fun and seamless the web swinging is. Crisis, always wanted to play this growing up, always saw it as an answer to Halo but on PC. I enjoyed it for the most part, however the gameplay takes time to get used to as it's very clunky. Deliver Us the Moon, this was always on my radar and after Jeff... I'm going to try it again, sorry. Deliver Us the Moon, this was always on my radar, and after hearing Jeff giving it praise, I decided to give it a shot, and I'm glad I did. The puzzles were fun, the atmosphere was surreal, and the story, especially the ending, was captivating. Highly recommended, especially if you're in a space. I'm so excited now, even more to play it.
Yeah.
Even more.
Do you think you'll do the Deliver Us the not Deliver Us the Mars, Deliver Us Mars?
Yeah.
Are you going to do it quite?
Probably
quick,
to keep up with it, yeah. Call of the Sea, another adventure game with loads of puzzles. Picked this up because I'm a bit of a sucker for tropical islands. What Remains of Edith Finch, a very interesting game that explains death in different ways. It's hard to describe, but I can recommend if you want a more laid-back experience. For those that care, PS4 version doesn't have a plat, but the PS5 version does. Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, hilarious game with a cheesy 80s atmosphere. Enjoyed this a lot more than I was expecting. Playing through Fallout 3 for the first time and loving it. As one of my goals this year to platinum the entire series. Happy hunting in August.
Fantastic.
Lovely.
Yeah, really, really good month. Love a bit of that.
Nice.
Yeah, fantastic indeed. Keep up the great work. So we've got another Stephen. Back-to-back Stephens. Keeping with my record pace this year, I managed one whole plat. Magicka 2, overall a fun top-down co-op adventure game where you get to play as a wizard with a surprising amount of spells you can use. Only recommend if you have someone to play with. A solo, in my opinion, would be quite difficult. Very well done, nice, lovely, 1.34% there as well, Stephen. Keep up the great work.
Look at the little pupper.
Oh, look at the cuteness of the pooch.
So congratulations everyone, as per you've all smashed it. Here are my 2 plats this month, and the reason for me only getting the 2 plats this month. Oh my gosh.
So
Hidden Cat in
no
New
one
York
cares about the games
and Puzzle
because
Drop
we've
Carnival.
seen a dog, so let's...
Look, is it a pupper?
Ah, look at the cuteness.
Such a tiny. Little fluffy ears and just so cool.
Look at the beard.
Yeah,
That
that
beard.
is strong beard game, like, you know.
Yeah, it's a strong beard. Oh, so cute. Absolutely love to see it. A great month as always. Next, so we've got Tim up next. Not much to say, just the two plats. GTA 5, thanks to Craig, Richard Butler, Jay Ninja and Gravity Rush Raven for their help with this. Glad to have it out the way. Red Dead Redemption 2 next. Borderlands 2, thanks again Craig for your assistance. Guess you can be okay sometimes. And then we've got GTA 5, Borderlands 2, which is really, really nice to see. Well done, Tim.
And we've got Sarah, not much time gaming this month. The one platinum I got was mostly worked on in June. Hoping to get back to it in August. My back, middle and front log are a mile long at this point. Love that.
That's class.
So Control PS4, I want to like this game, but the maps and traversal are awful. I've got the PS5 stack on like 50%, but I need a long break before going back. There's been a lot of mixed reviews about Control actually, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be, but I mean I love it. There's nothing, no more superlatives I could use. I think it's a fantastic, mind-bending, crazy adventure that makes you think at every turn. It's really cool. And then, like I've always said, the gameplay is super cool. Having telekinesis and being able to hover, the service weapons super cool. How it transforms into different types of weapons. Yeah, really good. So, last but not least, we have Aiden. I played some very interesting games this month, but that's nothing out of the ordinary for me. Hopefully, you guys can just about see, but I'm gonna get a little bit closer and try not to talk too loud because I'm right on top of the microphone right now. So Hitman 100%, Foam Stars 100%, Act It Out, a game of charades. What's that one? Goalkeeper VR challenge, interesting. And then we've got Stick Fight.
Yep.
Lego Builder's Journey 100%, Curse to Golf, nice. I was going to play that when I was doing my 20 games. Dead by Daylight 100%, Killer Clowns from Outer Space, wow. Get Fit with Mel B. Oh my word, Get Fit with Mel B.
I hope you've got fit.
That's great. Power Wash Sim, and then we've got Who's Your Daddy? What is that image all of that? I don't think I'll ever be able to unsee that, And then
Draw Slasher,
yes, you weren't wrong there, Aiden, when you told us that you've played some interesting games. Wow, but no, brilliant month as always. Yeah. Everyone is, as always, smashed it. Yeah, really, really good month. So what we'll do is we'll put our heads together as we have been the last couple of months under this. I was thinking, what's happening here? We'll put our genitals together and... Oh, she didn't fall for it. Yeah, we'll have a little think on who we feel deserves it and for what reasons this month. And yeah, we'll get a message out in the next couple of days.
Yeah, before Hollybobs.
Before Hollybobs. Literally one more shift to go. I'm at work tomorrow. And then I'm not back to work till the 31st of August. So very, very excited. But yeah, it's been a cracking month. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It'll really help myself and Becky out. And whatever you're doing, look after yourself, stay safe, and we will see you in the next one.